Good morning YouTube, or good afternoon YouTube. It's now 2:05 in the afternoon and got nowhere to go, but I have got a new sort of like thing for the drone to try out, and I'll show you that when I stop, but I'll just give you a brief description. If ever you want to capture footage when you're riding along, it's always very difficult to know where to put your drone controller. I have in the past put my drone controller inside my jacket with the actual control knobs pushed against the jacket without me knowing, and by the time I've looked round, the drone has buggered off somewhere without me knowing, and basically I've had no control of it. So I did what the $1 Million Bogan did and put the drone, or took the little knobs off the controllers off, so then when you did tuck it in your pocket or wherever, or a bag while the drone is flying, then it had no impact on where the drone was flying, because there's no knobs on there to accidentally put a manoeuvre in that you weren't aware of. That worked quite well. Another one that worked quite well, which is not the best, is actually holding the drone as you're flying. And you can imagine if you got your right hand on your throttle, you got your left hand holding your drone, you've got no control over your clutch, so you can't stop, or if you did, in my case, I'd stop in a lower gear and just let the thing stall, then hopefully you could catch the bike before it fell on the floor. Not ideal. Other option is to shove it inside your bag, open your bag up and throw the drone controller in your bag, and in that way then hopefully you can see what's going on. But again, the controller can bounce around anywhere, and it's not the best. So I watched a guy, I think it's called DM Productions, he does drones and techie stuff like that on YouTube, and he came across this device, or this sort of like bracket, which screwed in the back of your controller, which gave you a 1/4" drive to put onto a mounting point. And because obviously we've got RAM mounts, we can use the 1/4" drive off a RAM mount, screw it in the back of your controller, and then all of a sudden your controller is fastened securely to your handlebars or wherever you want to secure it to. So it's basically hands-free once you set off, and depending on where this guy is going with his telehandler will determine which direction I go in. Oh good, he's going left, I'll go right. Very good. Yeah, so I'm going to test to see how it is. I haven't got much room on the bike, as you can see. I'd like to, pardon me, I'd like to keep this oh god, I'm burping, this 360 camera on the handlebars. So really I'm limited to this side here, so I've got a longer extension for the actual drone mounting point, so I will test it out on some quieter roads. But in the meantime, we will meander around these bends and hopefully get in a quieter spot, take some footage, see how it is, and I'll show you the system. Oh, and it's not all hunky-dory either, because at the rear of the I think it's RC2 controller, correct me if I'm wrong, I'll put it in the description. So on the DJI Air 3 that I've got, the RC2 controller or something like that, if you turn it over on the back end, it has two little micro screw holes, and this little bracket screws into that part there and allows you to have a 1/4" screw on the back end to securely fasten your drone. As you can see, we're just taking our time. It is a national speed limit after all. What else are we going to say? Yeah, so problem with this bracket is it doesn't line up. It literally does not line up. So when I found that out, which I've only just found that out because it only arrived yesterday, I think, I've had to take the bracket out of the packet, measure it up to where the holes are on the back of the drone, and drill, I think like a 3mm hole or 1/8 of an inch hole through the bracket to allow the screw to screw in to mount the bracket to the actual allow the bracket to screw into the back of the controller. Fucking hate cyclists. I don't care if I offend you or not, I fucking hate them. What else was I going to say? Yeah, so I'm going to test that. It's quite woody around here, trees and whatever else, so I'm going to go towards the trough and see if I can fly it up there and see if it will respond to what I want it to do, or even just mount where I want it to mount. I've not even tried it on the bike yet, but it is all mounted up, ready to go on, including a ram mount with a claw on it, on its own. See what they're doing there. And it's not raining. Bonus. So yes, we've got a dry day today. Yeah, it's getting your own side, mate. Yeah, so we've got a dry day today, so hopefully that's alright. I have got another video that's in the midst of being edited. It's just that there's nearly 2 hours of footage, so I've got to chop it down to about 20 minutes, something like that, make it more reasonable. But yeah, again, that were in the rain, so if I had that in this dry conditions here, I had a right play on it. I'd certainly be blaring out my speedo quite a bit. Don't want to go 1 mile about an hour above the speed, heaven forbid. So anyway, national speed limit. Quite often there's a bit of dirt around that corner. Oh, gotta love this bike. Really nice. Apart from the wet. Make way for the big truck because he's going to knock them branches off as he's going along. So yeah, we're just skating around the back end of Clitheroe, going towards Whitewell, and then probably at the top of Whitewell I might get me drawn out, sit at a bench, have a play with it, see if it works or not. And the reason why I want to see if it works, obviously I'm taking it to Europe. I did take this drone to Europe last year. Didn't capture much footage, not because I didn't want to, it's just the roads were just too epic just to keep stopping. And you know, when you're on holiday you want to enjoy yourself, you don't want to just be taking video all day, do you? So hence why there's not much footage, or there is limited footage what I took on the drone. glamping pods. Oh dear. We've had quite a bit of rain in the last few days. Well, actually it's never stopped really. Yesterday it was pretty dry. What day was it yesterday? Sunday, wasn't it? Yeah, it still had pockets of rain because Ellie and I went walking up round Kettlewell, and because the weather was a bit shite and certainly the roads were crap, we decided to have a walk rather than going on the bike. I just noticed there's a car just gone up there, so I'll just be cautious of that. Plus the fact I'm going to be stopping in a second or two, so unless he's actually going extremely slow, then I won't even bother overtaking him. I might even go up here actually, where it's quieter. Is it up here? Yeah, it is. Usually have a peacock in this house here, in the field. Bit fancy. Anyway, I'll digress. When I stop, I'll set the cameras going again, and I'll show you what I mean about this bracketry and camera faff, or drone faff. Bye for now. Yeah. What I mean about this drone. Take it out of the bag, and I'll show you what sort of setup I've got. Now this is what I'm talking about, the actual controller. So here's your controller, and you'd normally get your sticks off the back. There you go, put your sticks in. They're slightly different to the older controller, this, because you got little pimples on your sticks and they're screwing. Alright, but anyway, how do you actually hold this? Obviously you can have it in your hand, or you could put it inside your bag, or shove it down your jacket, then remembering to take off the little pimple things. Other than that, you can use this device, and I've screwed it on quite tight, so it should be all secure. So basically inside here you got two little receptacles, so similar to this here, if you look, little screws. They're actually smaller than that, and so they're, I don't know what they were originally for, but anyway, this is the device. It's a little bracket, and it accepts a 1/4 inch drive, so I can put a ball on it, a ram ball on the end of it. So I secured that really tightly, and that's the me ball. Again, I've tightened up with a big wrench so it doesn't come undone. But this is the modification. This is where the original holes are, so that one and that one, and as you can see, the holes weren't lined up, so I've had to drill a small hole same size as that on this side for it to accept it, but that won't go anywhere. So here's my ram mount. Again, I've not tried this before, so we'll see if this works. So there's my ram mount on. Put the controller on. Look, see? Now I might have to put that in. Is it portrait mode or landscape? Portrait mode, isn't it? So yeah, there you go. And I can put that there like this. And that now, look at that! Hey? As if I've not got enough screens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey? Plus the fact you can't see my speed now, so that'll stop you complaining, won't it? Right, drawn out. And again, the last time I came out with this, it had a software update and the software update wouldn't allow me, or because I hadn't done it, wouldn't allow me to move more than 30 metres away from where I was stood. Okay then, I'll just ride it on the bike. No, it won't allow it, or it wouldn't allow it to move 30 metres away from where I set off. Yeah, that's just setting up. Turn the drone on, or turn the control on. So I've got it in normal mode. I'll put my gloves in the back of here just while that's firing up. Put my bag, as you do, in the back of here. SW Mortec bag. Fantastic, this bag. Really good. Nice and dry, nice and secure. As you can see, attracts all the shit. There you go. No GPS. So GPS is going to come on. Take off with caution. They are take off permitted. There you go. Right, let's see if this thing follows me. Better press record, don't I? That would help if I turn the bike on. There you are. Come on, catch up. No, it stopped. You frigger. See, this is what really pisses me off. Now, why is that so blue? Now then, will it go? That's not too bad. It's now 18 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour. It's coming to a couple of trees, so it might well divert round them. Oh no, it's gone right past them. No, it's not. It's stopped. It's stopped. It's trying to find me. Right. See, this is the thing you don't even you lot don't even see. See where I need to be. Oh, there I am. At least I've not got my controller sat in my bag, which is one thing. Right. Let's try again. Active track, parallel, go. For God's sake. How hard is it? How hard can it be? Now we've got a van coming. Just careful where I put my feet, because I've got a big drop off on my left hand side. Second gear, 24 miles an hour. Third gear, wow, sheep. It's not doing too bad actually. It'd be interesting when you just want to take it up higher. See, the problem, look at that straight away. The problem is with this, it loses everything. It loses you. As soon as it goes out to like between the trees and stuff, it just loses you. Plus the fact, look how much tree line there is around here. So I'm going to bring it down and then try something else. So see where I am. Where are you bastard? Oh, there, it's right above me. Good. Here I am, here I am. Where are you? Right, I'll capture this. Here I am. Oh, look, I can see my head. Come on, you fucking thing. Thank you very much. I haven't thought this through really. I'm on a bend, on a hill, holding a drone with a bike, and I've got my stand down. Honestly. The faffery we go through, you will not believe. Should I put the guard on or not? No, let's not. He says. Oh dear. I'll be safe there. Yeah, of course it will. Right, onwards to another exciting bit. Look, I'll just talk about obviously the controller and this, why I've got this bracket on in the first place is obviously because I can have it stable right in front of me. I can see what's going on. Don't get me wrong, I think the terrain that I've picked here is quite extreme. When I say extreme, it's quite a lot of trees knocking around. But I'll try further down and we'll go up by the hillside and see if we can go uphill. I know sometimes my older drone, when I wanted to go uphill, like for instance when I did the hard knock pass, because I was going uphill, it wouldn't alter its altitude as it was going up. So on one occasion it dug into the ground. Anyway, that was just a miscalculation on my part. But anyway, we'll find a bit of a better road down here, and like I said, it's an alternative to the trough because the trough obviously is a bit busier with traffic. Here's not too bad. It's a lovely part of the world round here actually. This is in between, well, it's sort of like triangulated. I suppose you've got Dunsop Bridge, you've got Slaburn, and you've got Whitewell in the area, the vicinity. And where I want to be going is the road going over towards Bentham, which is similar to the one that goes through the trough of I'm trying to think what it's called now. Anyway, nice. Only just purely to show you the footage really. Well, one, the footage, and two, the this thing here, the actual I could be wrong here actually. I know where I'm going, but I think I miscalculated where I was. Anyway, catch me in a bit. we're going around the back end of Slaburn here. If I went left there, that will head up towards Newton by Bowland, is it? Newton? No, is it Newton by... yeah, Newton by Bowland, which is halfway between Dunsop Bridge and Slaburn, whereas this road here takes me round near Stocks Reservoir, but we're on the other side of the road as such. Pheasants. But it's nice when it's like this. Well, as you can see, my controller, even at pretty good speed, is living up to actually being held firmly where I want it to be. If only these trees weren't in front of my covering the bike, the drone would actually capture all this quite well. Maybe what I should have done is actually have the thing right above us, and then it could go over these trees. There's a thought. Didn't think of that. But anyway, the principle, obviously, what I wanted to show is actually this bracket. And also, as well, to be honest about the bracket, that I've had to modify that bracket, even though they said that it was going to fit this drone, and it doesn't. So buyer beware. I think they're about $14.99 for that little bracket, which is really handy. Not so dear. It's from Amazon. I'll put a link in the description what it's from or what it's called, but just beware that unless there's, I'll actually go into the description, see if there's an alternative what you have to put in of what it could fit, and if there's something that I need to alter for the spec of drone it fits, then obviously I've made a mistake. But I've got round it by just by drilling a hole, and you can too. Well, like I said, it's obviously vibrating a bit, but it's doing well to keep it where it should be, very secure on the handlebar. I wouldn't like to come off because obviously you'll break everything. So obviously, I think when you're in a situation like this where you're flying your drone, you would go a little bit more cautiously, unlike me. So that there goes towards, well, back towards Clitheroe really, but that's a nice little road, that. So yeah, we've missed out Slaburn off to our left, which is not a bad thing. Just got to be careful with the old gravel at the entrance and exit of corners or junctions. Anyway, on to this next spot. Let's try and see if we can get where I want to go. Right, let's just see if this works. I think the white balance was on manual. That's why it looked crap. Alright, let's send it up.
Take off. Home point updated.
Bloody thing. Right, let's try and find me again. Oh, so far so good. It's following us. You can see how bleak it is up here. Let's go a bit quicker, 35 miles an hour. Now it is quite windy today up here as well, which you would expect. So it's doing a really good job, I must admit. Excellent. Just slow down a tad, just let it catch up. That's brilliant. You can imagine this on some really nice roads, panoramic sort of views and whatever else. Gives you another dimension to your riding or your camera work, and this is what I wanted it for, really. But it comes with a bit of a price, really, doesn't it? It comes with a price of faffing around, you know. But considering it's following us all the way up here like this, epic. This is what I wanted it for, or this is what I wanted it to do. Just going to slow down a tad, just let it catch up a bit. Low battery, cancel. So when I get to the top here, I'll change the battery and we'll resume our flight from there. So the elevation's quite a lot up here as well, so it's actually not running to the ground, which is good compared to the other drone that I had. Don't know why that did, but it did. It makes you want to wee. There you are, home updated while you're having a pee. There's Pendle Hill over there. Right, let's see if this can follow us now. Let's see if this works. Very nice. Keeps the bike in the... Oh, when it says keeps the bike in the centre, it pissing well lost us. Yeah, it's lost it there. I'll tell you, you lot won't believe the amount of faff we go on with. Let's see if this works. Yeah, it's lost it again. Honestly. You wonder why a lot of these YouTubers don't use drones much. Look, see, it's gone again. Well, for the bracketry is really good. I'm going to have to get used to, obviously, the active track more. Probably have to do a bit more tutorials as to find out what I'm doing wrong there. Yeah, it's fucking stopped again. But apart from that, I'm really pleased with where the thing's mounted. It's just a shame that it's but it is where it is. Well, I'm really pleased with how solid this thing is. That is superb. Really, really appreciate that. The only issue I've got at the moment is obviously flying the freaking thing and getting it up there. Like most blokes have a problem with getting it up there at my age. Please like and subscribe. In fact, I don't even give a shit if you want to subscribe, to be honest, but yeah, please like and subscribe if you want to. You know what I mean? It doesn't cost you money. You know, everything I buy is with my own money. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I'm not giving anything for nothing. I'll tell you that now. I'm not giving any tyres, not giving any fuel money, clothing, boots, helmets. I pay for everything myself, and I just enjoy riding the bike. None of this bullshit like, please get this because I'm being paid by a sponsor to tell you that you should get it. If I tell you that I really recommend it, it's because I really like it, not because I'm being told to do so. So, completely independent in that way. Anyway, rant over. Look at this. How nice is this down here? Could do with filling up some holes like, but it's still nice. Very nice. They don't look very impressed, do they? I'm not very impressed if they don't pick up the dog shit either. In fact, I'm even worse thing that anyone can do with a dog, right? And I'll tell you this now, is pick up your shit in a bag and leave the fucking bag on a tree or somewhere or on a rock, right? Take your shit home with you. Fucking heathens. Dirty bastards. Rant over. Oh dear.